it was a very interesting time, man. I honestly didn't think that Instagram was going to continue like it has. It's taken over the fucking world.
Yeah,
man. It's like they've hacked your brain and they've figured out ways to give you that intermittent positive reinforcement, and it secretes dopamine and it's addictive, and it's something that, you know, people, they get hooked on this attention, and they get hooked on the likes, and they get hooked on, you know, people telling them good things. And then also on the flip side of it, it's like the world's best dating app. I mean, if you want to get laid, you do a post, and then all these girls are now thinking about you, they're texting you. And I talk about this in the book. That does a very integral shift, because now you've got girls chasing you as opposed to you reaching out to them. And I don't think people understand how important that is.
Yeah.
When a girl is pursuing you versus you reaching out to them, in their mind, very different things are happening. When you're pursuing them, they're looking at you like, okay, like, do I want to hook up with this guy? Like, what's wrong with him? Like, they're looking at all the negatives. When they're pursuing you, they're like, oh, why isn't he texting me back? Like, does he not find me attractive? They're questioning themselves. It's literally night and day.
Yeah.
Right. And so
you mentioned they put you in a scene where you're supposed to hit on Cameron Diaz, and you're like, I don't hit on girls, so I don't really know how to do this.
No, that was funny, man. I totally imploded. It was for the movie The Other Woman.
Yeah.
And Nick Cassavetes put me in there, and it was funny, man. I think I told the story pretty well in there.
Yeah.
It was an interesting moment, because
he expected you to be some like Lothario womanizer Casanova, and instead you were just like, no, they chase me because of the setup that I have in my life.
Well, he had been on vacations with me, where we had taken a bunch of girls down to Cabo, and I'd fucked almost the entire lot of them. And so he had seen it. He had seen it firsthand, the girls competing and just like the debauchery. And when you see something like that, you're like, okay, this guy gets tons of pussy. Like, he's going to be the smooth talking, whatever. And like, I didn't have terrible game. It's not like I couldn't talk to girls, but I wasn't it just wasn't my approach. Like, I wasn't the guy. Like, I did that in college. Like, I went up to a bunch of girls and I would hit on them and whatever. But it wasn't so much hitting on them, because I found hitting on them was very counterproductive.
Yes.
So I would invite them to do things. Like, I would say, hey, you know, we're having this party. Do you want to come out? We're going out on the boat. You know, do you want to come wakeboarding? I would invite them